Hey everybody, it is Dan, back for another Walking Dead Season 8 video. This one is going to be one of those random just times where I have to rant about something about The Walking Dead. Now, of course, it's The Walking Dead, so it's difficult to find things to rant about, also because I don't enjoy doing it. But it kind of came to my attention in episode 5, and I feel like this time, the fandom feels very different about this. And this one is going to be talking about the Rick and Daryl fight. Now, you guys can write in the comments, did you enjoy it, or did you kind of hate it because, you thought it was kind of just not fun to see? And, that is my rant, basically, is that I feel like with episode 5, great episode. I loved episode 5. But the thing about it is, with the Rick and Daryl stuff, is that I feel like, the tension was building, and also write your comments, don't be afraid to write your comment. If you actually did enjoy it, I don't mind, definitely go and write it down below. I just wasn't a big fan of it, and there's some reasons why. So, first big reason why is because Rick and Daryl, aside from, relationships, a couple I'll throw in here, like Glenn and Maggie, Rick and Michonne. We don't have Glenn and Maggie anymore, but Glenn and Maggie, Rick and Michonne, relationships, Tara and Denise, and other characters, Aaron and Eric, and all these other relationships in The Walking Dead, right? This is the best friendship, aside from, because obviously lovers are going to have a better connection than friends, obviously. But with these guys, I feel like they have the best bond aside from every other relationship in the show. And, people, they joke about the bromance and everything. It's kind of funny, but with this one, man, they totally ignored that. They really, with the whole bromance thing, totally ignored in this one. Now, of course, we understand why the fight was going on, why they have both their different opinions, so we won't really go into that, but I just thought that they did it because they were building up the tension after the Morales thing, after Daryl shooting that kid, and some other stuff, and I feel like the reason why they did it is because they knew that, they knew that Daryl kind of, people knew, okay, well, the tension's building up with them, something's going to happen, and they fight, and it's intense. But the thing I don't like about it is that they're brothers, and I feel like it's so kind of annoying that you would actually have that happen. I personally am against it. I hate it. I like them being buddies, never going against each other. I never thought they would, to be honest. That's another thing. I never thought they would. And it really makes me look at the "you're my brother" part a little differently now, because I don't appreciate it as much because of this episode and what they did. It kind of makes it look like, this episode, maybe the rest of the whole show, they could actually apologize to each other and be cool. But the thing that is never going to change is that I'm never going to look at Rick and Daryl as people that will never fight and that will never, cross opinions, and that will never fight, if you know what I mean. And that opinion changes, definitely, tremendously, definitely. So, with them fighting, I find that it's just because he said, "You're my brother," in, season 4, and, just everything with them throughout the journey and throughout the story, it kind of annoys me because it's like, why on earth would you have them fight? If, because I'm getting the idea that they'll probably apologize to each other later, but, I hate that the whole show, they don't fight and they're always on the same side. But then there's just this one episode where they fight. I don't like that because it kind of makes the other episodes, it's like, well, what was the point of that? Why are they crossing that path just in one episode? And, and then going forward, they'll be like best friends and brothers again and all that, which I have a feeling will probably happen. So in that strength, I actually think that it's probably possible that they could not be brothers again and actually continue to disagree more and more and more. I get that idea, and I don't like it. It's so annoying. So that's really my take on it. I just don't like it. It's kind of, I don't know. It's not my favorite thing from episode 5. Definitely, it's probably my least favorite, to be honest. I love seeing the survivors, but with this one, it just I didn't enjoy it. So. You guys can write your comments below. I noticed a lot of people like it. I just wasn't a big fan. So you guys can all write your comments below. We're going to do another video, on Wednesday tomorrow. And we are going to talk about Negan and the Sanctuary and a couple of things that I wanted to talk about with Negan, so check that out tomorrow. Also, we have a Gabriel video coming up really soon. Also, a mid-season finale prediction, so those will be coming up in the next several days. Also, a updated room tour, so that is all coming up this week. So make sure to stay tuned. Check out my review, my predictions for that I did last night, and make sure to go ahead and like and subscribe and share, and I will catch you guys really soon.